How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 5th of August 2022. So I want to talk about Binance today because obviously it's having a nice little run. Um, and people have been DMing me saying, "Oh, you were wrong," and Binance is going up and blah 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 blah. And again, I want to take a little bit of time just to explain my thinking process, right? Okay, and why I am, saying the things that I'm saying and why I'm so patient, right? These types of rallies, if anybody that's listening to me now has been around the markets long enough, they'll know, you can get rallies in downtrends, you can get, sort of drops in uptrends. And a lot of these things take time to kind of unfold, right? So Binance is a little bit more sort of exasperated or pronounced, than Bitcoin. You look at Binance at the moment and you can see that Binance is running while Bitcoin is pretty much sitting flat. If I just do this, you can see that Bitcoin's just kind of grinding up, whereas Binance is accelerating a little bit. And there's a few things that we need to take into consideration while we're looking at the benchmark Bitcoin, and its overall dominance in the cryptocurrency market, and then obviously Binance, which seems to be running, and it's looking like it could potentially have put in a bottom, right? So Binance has been heavily pushing a lot of things over the last sort of 2 3 weeks. There's a lot of news coming out. They're pushing forward in terms of the Mastercard announcement and some of the other things that they're doing, and it seems like they're going in the right direction, they're doing all the right things, right? And this is akin to the price. You look at it, you see prices moving, everything looks great, honky-dory, fantastic. But here's the problem: all of these things, and I'll give you an example using reflection tokens because this is something that we're all familiar with. All of these things, okay, may give you a short-term bounce, just like a reflection token announcing that they're going to do something, in particular. People get excited, they jump in, they add, they buy, and so on. And then ultimately, it just kind of fizzles back into, the broader market sentiment, the broader market strength or weakness, right? We see this all the time, all the time. I don't know if Binance is going to keep going up or keep going down. This is why I'm tracking it daily and continuing to monitor the way in which Binance is moving, the way in which Bitcoin's moving, tracking all of the lower time frame flows to see whether or not this is a confirmational based move to the upside. Is it actually a bottom, and so on? But the reality is, when we really take a step back, and go to, say, the monthly chart, and just kind of zoom in, we can see big move up, big move up, big move down, big move up, much sort of steeper correction. And then this, for me, and I don't generally use the word scare that much, but this scares me because this is a massive, massive imbalance, huge imbalance. Okay. So any movement to the upside for me, it's exactly the same as it is for Bitcoin. Until Binance gets back above this point here, rebalances and starts to maintain these levels up here around about, realistically, 460 to around about 520, and stays in that area, then as far as I'm concerned, it is fully bearish until it completely resets, wherever that's going to be. Could be 148, could be down in the 80s. These are the two levels that I made a reference to before. The markets are dynamic and they're very tentative at the moment. Okay, there is a lot going on, and I've got absolutely no interest, in engaging in a market that I simply don't trust. Yeah, I don't trust getting into Binance right now. Like, if I just go back to the daily, for example, if you look at where Binance has been and where Binance currently is, okay, in terms of its full range, it's still quite cheap. Yeah, but there's absolutely no way I didn't buy it down here, which is a great price. You guys know I was talking about this. I easily could have bought Binance down here and took a nice little run to the upside. I made a reference to 260 to 280. I actually told many people in DMs, I can't remember if I said it live or in a video, but I actually said price was going to go to 270. It was obvious it was going to go to 270. But on the off chance that the broader market was going to tank or potentially have a flash crash, yeah, the risk is just not worth it for me. It's just not worth it. So, I'm, again, not here to tell anybody what to do, what not to do. I'm just telling you what I'm looking for, why I'm being so patient, and as far as I'm concerned, this little run, unless Bitcoin is pushing the market at the moment, then this little run for me is just, it's not enough. It simply isn't enough. But that's my take on it. Like I said, I'm very patient. We'll see what happens. I'll continue to update you guys. And until then, ciao for now.